Hello Cancer, I'm Tamara and I'm going to do your yearly overview. It's a taroscope for year 2018. It's a general reading. It's for the Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon and Cancer Rising sign. And I hope it resonates with you. If it doesn't, please watch your moon sign or your rising sign. For this reading I'm going to use the Gilded Tarot deck by Ciro Marchetti. And I'm going to draw 12 cards, one for each month, and I'm going to draw additional card which would represent the main theme of the year. And then we go from there. In my future monthly readings for year 2018, I will be using those cards which were, part of this reading, and we can see how, how it's all your story, how the situation is develops for you, dear Cancer. Okay, let's see what we have for you. And the first card for you, which is the main theme of the year, is the Page of Pentacles. New financial start of something. And the card for the January is the Page of Wands. Lots of new beginnings, new starts. February we have Queen of Pentacles. March we have the High Priestess. April we have Knight of Swords. May we have Ten of Wands. And in June we have King of Cups. I hope you can see it really well. So let me just... July we have Ten of Pentacles. August we have King of Swords. September we have the Sun card. October we have the Justice. November we have the Temperance. And in December we have Eight of Pentacles. Okay, let's see what we have for you, dear Cancer. The main theme of the year is the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is, it's either in news about money, but because it's a main theme, I think it's something new. Because pages are like a children, it's something new coming into your life, and I think they're going to bring you either a news about their finances, about money, or you will start something completely new, which is connected with your finances, maybe jobs, maybe you will start a new job, but it will be on a very sort of early stages, or maybe some sort of a business, but it's not going to be anything very big. Because Page is a very it's a very early stages of any project or any beginning. You might start sort of thinking about some sort of financial investments or starting a small business and maybe doing something small. It's not a big money, but it's a new start, a new beginning. But as far as I can see, there is a lot of, money themes in your reading over here. We have a Queen of Pentacles, we have Ten of Pentacles, and we have Eight of Pentacles in your reading. So that's quite nice theme, something new, something, financial, something, material. It also could be sometimes talks about properties, anything which is sort of brings this financial sort of securities. Maybe you're buying something small flat or something, maybe as investment or for yourself. But it's not a big project, it's on quite a small scale or very early beginning. And for January, again, we have something, a new start, a new beginning. But this one is a Page of Wands. Wands is all about fire, creativity. It's a sign of Leo, Aries or Sagittarius. Person. It could be a child significant for you at the month of January, someone who is a fire sign, Leo, Aries or Sagittarius, or someone who holds that sort of qualities. It could be a young person who is very passionate, who is very sort of artistic, very creative person. Or it's, as I said, it could be some sort of a project similar to this card. You might start some creative project. And you never know, maybe this creative project start bringing you a little bit of money. So maybe those two comes together. So it is some new beginnings, some new starts. It's also, as I said, the pages bring news about something, but it will be very sort of passionate news information. But I do believe it's either young person will be significant in January for you, or you will start some new creative project, something maybe artistic or maybe entrepreneurial, because as I said, you will see in the page of Pentacles as the main theme. So something new starts in January. And then in February, we have a Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is the very down-to-earth lady. It's sign of Virgo, Taurus or Capricorn. It's an earth sign. Someone who is very down-to-earth, of course. Someone who is very analytical, very trustworthy, a very to-do list person who is writing down everything, ticks. Very reliable, very good with money. Actually could be very sort of wealthy from this point of view, because she is very good with the money. She knows how to spend them or not to spend them, how to invest them or not to invest them. It could be very much a mother figure. Mothers normally very down to earth based on their maternal experiences. Maybe someone who can help you with the financial investments or something, because as I said, you're starting something new. Maybe you need help with buying that small property, or maybe you need help with this project, maybe with this new business, and you've got involved this Virgo. Somehow I see this person as a Virgo, because I'm a Virgo myself, and every time I do readings for myself, I see myself as this Queen of Pentacles. So maybe you involved, but it could be anyone. Sometimes it's not even their particularly sign. It could be more about person holding those qualities, having those qualities, being very down to earth, being good with money, being very practical. So this person is going to be significant in February. And then in March we have the High Priestess, and High Priestess tells you to rely totally on your intuition. If you are starting something new, if you are investing new projects, and in April I see the Knight of Swords, you will go for it. It tells me that you need to follow your intuition, follow your gut feelings. Whatever is going, whatever your intuition is telling you, you need just to sort of. It's also actually a card of not so much action, but more sort of thinking. This card does not you to require to go forward straight away about. This card is actually telling you to think about it, analyze, and follow your intuition, follow your gut feelings about whatever project you're starting, whatever business, whatever you're going to do in the months of March, dear Cancer. And I think you will think about it this, in March, and in April you will decide that I'm going to go for it. And if you see this knight over there, he's holding his sword in his hand very high, and he is just charging forward. I think after all this, reflections and thinking, you will make your decision, and you will decide that it's time for me to go forward with whatever I've decided in a month, all the previous month. You sort of, it's my time. The swords are all about also what's happening in our head. It's, thinking, analyzing as well, being very intellectual. Even though the knight has not achieved this maturity of the king, who is very sort of mature, very intellectual, but they are sort of using their, intellect. They're very sharp, they're very bright. And whatever ideas will be coming to you, they can say in the month of April, there will be sharp and bright ideas, and I believe that you will just go forward for it. And then we're coming into the May, and you will be overwhelmed. I think you will start that something new in January, and you will be totally overwhelmed. You will be carrying all this heavy load on your shoulders. It will be a hard work for you. The card is 10 of Wands, but Pence is the end of cycle. I think you will put so much efforts into this new beginning, into this the beginning of the year, in this first 4 months, or maybe previously even in 2017, maybe you already started it. I think that you will be so overwhelmed with all this hard work and everything that the Spirit is telling you that it's time for you to drop that heavy weight. It's time for you to learn how to delegate. It's time for you to ask for help. It's time for you to share that heavy load with other people. So that is the main message for you for the months of May. It will be a lot. You will be working really hard. But, you know, our hard work is always paid well. And then in June we have that King of Cups. King of Cups is very loving person, very warm. So, as I said, it's a general reading, but it could be that it could be you yourself, dear Cancer, because it's this sign is King of Cups represents water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio person, and I believe it will be you or another water sign will be significant. Ladies, if you're watching this video, maybe there will be a new person coming into your life. The Kings of Cups are normally represents romantic relationship because they're very loving, they're very affectionate. They know how to show their affection, they know how to show their feelings, and romantic feelings in particular. They're quite, they share those feelings with women. And sometimes, because they're very affectionate, they might actually cause a little bit of jealousy because they share this affection with a lot of women. But I don't see any negative cards, so I don't think this particular person. But it doesn't need to be a romantic relationship. It could be just a water sign, significant that for you in July. In July, someone who is very warm, someone who is very caring. So it's not July, it's June. And then in July, we're coming with the 10 of Pentacles. Obviously, all this hard work, I told you, it's always pays back. And you got that payback period. 10 of Pentacles telling me about ultimate financial success. And it's ultimate financial achievement. It's a very good financial month. Whatever you were thinking about, whatever you were sort of charging forward to, you achieved that. Money will be good. Finances will be good. If you invested money, they will bring you a good profit. If you bought a property and rented it, you will get a good turnover. If you worked hard, you will be well paid. It could be maybe 6 months profit, or it could be, I don't know, bonuses. Whatever it is, money will be good. Because millions of people, thousands of people are watching these videos. It cannot be just for one particular person. So whatever is, if you're waiting for the inheritance, it's coming. If you're waiting for the insurance payout, it's coming. Money are going to be very good in July. And then in August, July, August, yes, in August we see that King of Swords. If you remember, I would mention this King of Swords when I was talking about Knight of Swords. Yes, Knight of Swords eventually matured into the King of Swords. King of Swords is an air sign. Air signs are Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. And they are very intellectual. They use their mind rather than their emotions. They might come across as slightly cold individuals, but they can bring clarity, they can bring truth. They say what they think because they like truth. And as I said, they use that sword to bring clarity in life. This type of, it's not always an air sign. This card also sometimes can represent, if you're dealing with any legalities, with any legal issues. This could be a judge, this could be a solicitor, attorney, barrister. This person also could be sometimes a psychologist or a counselor, someone who can bring clarity, help you to get the clarity in your mind. Yeah, this person will be significant in August. It could be, as I said, because it's a general reading. It could be new romantic interest, because we've got very nice months of September, very sunny, with the sun card. I don't see any lovers card or cups card, which talks particularly about romantic relationship, because the only cup card I've got is this King of Cups. But it could be a new person coming, or a person, as I said, could be you will be using this month as there's someone who can bring you that clarity, or it could be just someone in your environment who is holding all this, who's having all these qualities. And then you go into September with the Sun card. That is fantastic card. It's ultimate success, achievement, recognition, I don't know, brightness, warmth. It sometimes talks about actually just going on holiday because the sun is there, maybe somewhere warm. And September is a good time. There's plenty of sun, especially in Europe, around Mediterranean or wherever you're going. It's a absolute success, wish fulfillment, brightness, warmth. I don't know what to add. It's fantastic cards, and because it's also a major arcana card, it tells me that whatever you were wishing, you are going to get it. And this card is actually between two cards. This one is between this King of Swords and between Justice. If you remember, I mentioned this card as someone being in a legal profession, and then we have Justice, and then between we have the Sun. So I do believe if you're dealing with something, if there is will be any legal issues, if there will be any issues where you were looking for a justice, for truth, it not always needs to be actually going to court. Even if you are looking for a truth, if you're trying to prove something, it's all going to be going so well for you. With the Sun between those two cards, you are going to be a winner in this situation. You are going to, achieve what you wanted to achieve. You will get that justice which you wanted to, and justice will come to you in months of October. As I said, it's not always it's not always represents physically going to the court. Justice could be just achieved by negotiating with people, just by proving someone wrong, talking to someone, telling them and proving yourself. But justice will be achieved. Or sometimes this card represents sign of Libra. Maybe a Libra person will be significant in this month of October for you. And in November you will need because you will go through all that very successfully, very good. You've got money, you've got this King of Swords, who could be a judge or the lawyer. You've got the Sun card, wish fulfillment, victory. Then you've got the Justice card, so you got that justice. And the card for you is the moderation, temperance. Temperance means moderation, patience. Being a moderator, maybe you are, maybe there will be a moderator. Sometimes, as I said, you don't always these days have to go to court. Or maybe you will be a moderator who will be able to sort of sort out this situation and stand between the parties and get that justice. It's quite a long process. It goes like for 4 months. But it's very successful. I don't see any grievances. I don't see any fighting. There's no number 5 cards over there. Quite a long process, but quite successful. So if you are, if maybe that's what you want, and from, we have that process in August, September, October, November, but in between we got the money cards, very good money cards. So you have achieved that success over here, and you will be continue working hard and being quite financially secure in December. So this side of I think the first half of the year, you will be preparing that project, you will be going forward, you will be charging, you will be carrying the heavy weight, working hard. Might be some romantic relationship, or that you already got a partner who is or maybe you yourself will be very significant. Everything will be centered around you. And then we got this second half of the year where there's financial security. you got that Libra person who could be judge, maybe solicitor, or maybe counselor helping you this. The Sun, victory, justice, temperance, all major arcana cards who are, it's not just for this 3 months you're getting all this. These cards have such a much longer effect. They're very strong cards, very strong effects of these cards will have on your this period of your 2018. So we have, as I said, let's go quickly just review July. We have that financial success, dear Cancer. Then we have the King of Swords in September. So in August. September is Sun card, achievement, happiness, brightness, warmth, victory. And then in October we have the Justice. And the Temperance in November tells you need all your patience, moderation, don't spend too much, and also being a moderate. If there is any conflict or something, you need to be. You might be acting as a mediator between the people, maybe between you and yourself and the other person with whom you had that maybe legal issues, if there were any legal issues, or you've been sorting out this Justice card. And you're coming into December with the 8 of Pentacles, which is fantastic card. It tells me that you will be working hard, but not here you will be overwhelmed. Where here you will be working hard. And this card is telling me that you're master of your trade. Whatever you're doing it really well. Whatever job you're doing it really well. You will be recognized for what you're doing, and you will be well paid for it. If you're working for yourself, you will be doing it really well. Master of your trade. If you just having some small business, which is, I was believing that's what the main theme of it. It's a small business. You will be doing really well. It will be bringing you good income, solid income. 8 is after 8 we have 9 and 10. Which you already got here. 10 is the ultimate financial success, but over here you will end a year with maybe not 10, but you will be on the way to the 10 again. Your money will be good. They will be solid. It might not be in excess, but there will be very sort of stable, good income for you, dear Cancer. Very fantastic year for you. Absolutely fantastic. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I wish you all the best for the year 2018. If you would like to elaborate and book a private reading with me, please contact me. You can contact me by email, over my Facebook page, or through my web page. All the information how to contact me is over there, and we can have a look in more details for your personal situation. But otherwise, I'm wishing you all the best for year 2018. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye, Cancer.